as well what's in the labs. We have people who work for pharmaceutical companies who are qualified as under the veterinary section. So our technicians work more or less like how our vet works. It's not that most of the vets, because they are state vets, they most of the time are office bound, so the technicians will go out. The work of the technician is to go out to communal farmers, and we attend to queries from communal farmers. We go to take tests, we do clinics, we do vaccinations there, we treat animals there. We get calls to answer or calls to help farmers individually every now and then. We do have campaigns that we deal with emergency campaigns. We've got like for now, for instance, we've got a problem with FMD with the mouth in north of Kzn. Most of the technicians are working there, most of the vets are working there. And we do have our veterinary technologists. Technologists are veterinary technologists are those that work at the lab. What they do is that their job is they get samples from us. Say, for example, a person has a problem with brucellosis, or we take samples from the deep tank from our own head, maybe say, from proposal, for example. We take those blood samples, we send them to the lab. At the lab, there are different technicians that work with different samples, specimens. The one that deals with blood, they will do the CA, the brucellosis testing, to tell us how many animals do have brucellosis and how many are negative, so that we know those that are positive, we deal with them accordingly, they get separated or they get out, so that they don't be infected or they don't affect other animals. We also have veterinary technologists in the lab, those that deals with milk. For example, dairy farmers. Each and every milk that you find at the lab, at the shops, it has to have gone through a process where the milk gets tested all the time, so that we don't have mastitis, we don't have animals, don't have. We also test for TB. So with the milk, we test that the milk is healthy enough for people to consume, so that we don't have problems health-wise. We do TB testing as well, but mostly TB testing, it's not the lab technicians that deal with it. Only if maybe they have to take samples, blood samples, for them to check if I'm correct, right? So with your TB, it's a test that's being done out in the field. That also has to help with what we eat, because tuberculosis is a zoonotic disease, meaning that it's a disease that affects both animals and humans. So with technologies as well, we've got people who animals with problems with, say, resistance towards a certain deep material that we use. We normally ask people to send the tick samples that they have. The procedure is that you just put it in a container, you bring it, we check it for you whether it's resistant to that medication or not. Then you can be advised whether to change or. But unfortunately, not unfortunately, but in most of the deep tanks, they do get a dipping material from plastic. So it might be a tedious process for us to just say to change this. Other people are do deal for themselves at home. So if you have a problem, you can also send that. We also have problems with animals that have worms. If maybe or your animals are dying, you don't know what it is that there are technologies that works with different section there. There are ones that works with small stock, like ones which works with cattle, your livestock. And we've got veterinary animal technicians. Those are the technicians that work mostly in the research laboratories, where they're using mice, they're using rats, monkeys, obviously through the permitted through the board, because animals are also protected as well. So those are the ones that maybe they're trying to test a certain product, a certain drug, whether it's they got it help or it won't work, and other products as well. We also have people who are qualified who works with pharmaceutical companies. We've got different pharmaceutical companies that has medication both for animals and humans, and most of them they do medication for all of us. But there are those as a somebody who qualified in the section of veterinary services, that you can go and work. You've got Pfizer, we've got AfriVet, we've got Ascendis, and we've got feeding manufacturing companies like Elcor. I don't know, Elibed, I think Elibed used to be it, and what's the other one again? Rainbow used to have, those are the companies. So they are qualified animal products, animal scientists for veterinarians and veterinary qualified people who work in those sections. And again, as somebody who's done animal health, we've done vet science play, we've done animal technologies. You can be a lecturer, you can be a consultant, you can work for government. We also have veterinary nurses. Veterinary nursing is a 2-year course that gets done at the University of Victoria as well. And at most of them, we work with your private clinics, your private hospitals. Because like I said, in government, we only do those, we don't do much of the clinical work. Because we're working with products, we're working with communal farmers. So maybe if you have a problem maybe with your, say, a dog or a cattle, you go to a private vet or a private hospital. The people that are working there, if it's not an animal health technician, they are nurses. They are trained to work as nurses, like a normal nurse that you get at any hospital or at any clinic, but those are specifically for animals. And we also have spaces in the marketing of products, like I said, with pharmaceutical companies. You can also do consultancy. You can also consult and have upcoming farmers or farmers that are well developed, they need help with new technologies, new things coming up. And veterinary services as well, it's one of the basic, the most important part of our lives, because it helps both animals and humans. And for marketing and for feed and for our lives, we do need veterinarians. So we do have a stand outside. We do, if anybody wants to ask questions, or whether you want to get your child or anybody who wants to get into institutions to study any of the stands, it's West of Pretoria, TUT, Tshwane West of Technology, and we do have DUT, Devon West of Technology. We've got UNISA, we've got colleges like Glencoe Agriculture, we've got Zora that does animal health, and we do have other colleges that like Sigara as well. We can do animal production. So if anybody has questions, we are outside. We are based at Cascades here at Allerton at the State Court Vet Office. If anyone wants to have information or anything like that, you're welcome to come outside and ask questions for coming as well. We also normally do slotted courses on Mondays, different ones and different days. So we encourage people to listen. It's an early slot, like 4 to 5 or 3 to 5. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think those programs should be utilized by a lot of us. Thank you for that. We will move on to the president of Afasa Youth, which is Kia Mbui, and she public star or work star. Maybe just convert to her. She's already membership.
Good afternoon. My name is Kzn Roadshow, and I am the Afasa Youth National Chairperson. I'm also a herb and vegetable farmer. Today, I am here with my team. I actually think it would only be decent for you to know that as well, coming from different provinces. Can they please stand up in this order? Mpumalanga Provincial Chair, Mtolisi, Mtungeni, our Limpopo leader, Sulai Shimareva, our party leader, George Kupote, and we also have here our Youth National Coordinator, Lufuno Nechikusini. Thank you. Let me start by thanking everyone for being here today. Firstly, our Permanent Director, our sponsors and stakeholders, more especially our French embassy, who's our main sponsor for today, in their absence, our government officials and our VIPs who have given a round of applause, our young founders. Thank you. It is a true pleasure for me to be here. It's actually my first time attending the roadshow in Kzn. And today is really a day to grab any information that is suitable for you, so that you can be motivated and encouraged to shift ourselves closer to where we'd actually like to be in our agribusiness journey. The aim of today's roadshow is to encourage networking, which is very important to the agricultural industry, and enforce growth, and allow one another to network with each other and sit together. By the time we leave today, I'd like to think that everyone is filled and will be filled with more knowledge than what they already have, and be determined to have great or even new beginnings to those that haven't started already, especially in our agribusinesses or even farming operations. We are all here because we have a common interest, and that is agriculture. Do you agree? Yes. Agriculture cannot be a struggle anymore. We've got too many challenges. Land, having no or little knowledge to how to access the market. We don't have the capacity or knowledge of technical information, mentorship, water, land, capital, funding opportunities, you name them. If this hits home to you as a young farmer and you can relate, let me tell you, you're at the right place. Afasa Youth is here for you. We are one step closer, and Afasa has brought you one step closer to take advantage and grab every opportunity. Just the last thing to say, I'd like to encourage everyone by saying, let every opportunity come. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you from Kia. Can you give another hand? Let's move on to the next speaker, which is Kzn Watch. As he walks down, we give him a hand. Thank you. Should we switch on your...
Um, Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Olani Kuniza, Director of Watch Africa. Okay, can you hear me?
You know.
Is it my mask or is it the mic?
That's the audio.
All right. My name is Olani Kuniza, Director of Watch Africa. Once we busy setting up my presentation on the slide, I'll just take you through what our technology actually does. First and foremost, I must appreciate the invite from Afasa for us as a company to come and share our technology, our expertise in the field of livestock management. One of the biggest problems with livestock farming is stock theft. And it has proven time and time again that the modern and the current ways of looking after the herd is not is not working. So there is an urgent need to look into advanced technologies that can deal with issues, predominantly the stock theft. So we as a company have come up with a technology that enables a farmer to track, manage, locate, and monitor their livestock remotely using the cell phone. We believe that this is the generation that needs to lead in that space where you use technology and what we call in our day and age smart farming. Two. Okay. Hello? 1, 2. All right. I've prepared a presentation, but because it's in the afternoon, what I would like to do is to just play you a video that will demonstrate what we do as a company, what our technology is all about. Maybe our technical guys can come and assist. So we can project. It's happening.
This wireless.
It is projecting on the screen, it's just it's projecting on board. We seem to be struggling to connect the video, but I'll just take you through what the technology does. TechnoWatch is what we call the state-of-the-art IoT technology, which is the Internet of Things. It's what government and they call it the fourth industrial revolution, where you use technology to conduct what was previously done manually. So as a company, we're simply using technology to look after livestock. I know that many of the farmers here know or have heard of someone that have lost their livestock. So basically we have a collar that goes around the neck of an animal. That collar sends information to our tower. Our tower collects that information, sends it into our cloud. Our cloud interprets it and sends it to a farmer on his phone. So you can be seated here and you will be notified about your animals in Nambit, what's happening with your animals in Nambit. You can track each and every animal from here to exact location where it is in Lady Smith. So the technology basically works like that. So there is what we call geofencing, where the animals are supposed to be grazing, the demarcated grazing areas. We geofence that area, which means we create an artificial fence. I don't know if they can stream. We create an artificial fence. That fence, once the animals go beyond the boundaries, you are then notified through an SMS that the animals are beyond the demarcated grazing areas. If someone tries to tamper with your animals, we have what we call late theft warnings. So once you try to cut the collar, the animal will send an SMS with the GPS location of where that heavy theft is happening. If for farmers that have huge herds, it takes them a while to know 20 is missing. If you have 1,000, it takes them a while that 20 is missing. With our technology, you can automatically count your animals at all times. We also have what we call health monitoring status. We know if you are here and the animals are on the pause, you are not aware that one is not grazing, lying still for too long. With our technology, we pick it up that one animal is lying still, is not moving, so you are able to flag it. Animal so is lying still, which means that animal is sick. So you are able to isolate the animal before it infects the rest of the animals. And this is one of the first technologies that is available in the world. Some tracking devices that come from China do exist, but their limitation is that they do not have the range, they do not have the battery life, and so on. So what we have done is that we have started to speak to various organizations like Afasa to say, you are dealing with farmers and we have the technology that will assist them to farm and farm for profitability, to farm smart, to deal with their immediate challenges of that, of stock theft. So we partnered with Kzn Afasa to say, as Kzn Roadshow, we are able to share the information, avail the technology to your members to actually deal with the issues of stock theft. I think that is the summary of our presentation. What we have also done, just to add on that, is that because maybe you could be here and you receive a notification about your animals in Ladysmith and you do not have adequate means to respond,
we have since incorporated drone technology into our technology. So you can be able from the app, from here, you just phone at home and say, can you take the drone and put it outside? And then from your phone, you just say send drone. And then the app will send the drone from your house to where the animal is giving you the notification where the actual tampering is happening. So you can be able to view it here once it's happening, wherever it is happening. That is the summary of our presentation. Sadly, I could not show you the video that I've written.
Thank you. Thank you again. We are moving on with mentorship. Mentorship from Andy and Marco.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kzn Roadshow. To be quite honest, I was going through the program now, and I realized I'm actually on this. So, when I got the invitation to meet me, I thought it was a very honorable thing to be invited to the Afasa Roadshow and to be paid. But I didn't realize that I was actually expected to say a few things. And therefore, with no preparation, I think that I'm going to quickly, because it is now the breakout session, just give you 5 minutes of what I do and a little bit of research and of course, treasures and best practices. But basically, I manage a 1,250 farm in Maritzburg and various other projects that are counting in towns, both communal as well as commercial. And a lot of the time I spend, working with graduates. Okay. First, I should start with the fact that I am a product of this institution. I started at Dora College from 2013 to 2015. And so I never quite lose contact with people that have graduated from Dora. So I always try my best to the exposure that I wish I had when I left Dora while I was still here. And obviously, it's not just limited to those who come from this institution, but it's also other students from other universities like UT, UKZN, and those who travel far from Eastern Cape as well. Okay. So I try my best to obviously just get into not only job level, but to become involved in a lot of projects, whether it's a communal project, commercial, or statistics project, but I think to try and get more involved so that we can be more exposed to the industry and learn or put into practice what we have learned over the years at Fedora. One of the things that's already advantage of being at Fedora, beyond just theoretical and the practical studies that we get from here, of course, is the exposure. Because I feel like we were able to get into and see a lot of what happens behind the scenes in the entire value chain in agriculture. So we weren't just exposed to the field, but we were exposed to the scientists who play seed development and seed technology, people who are hydrologists, people who work with water, engineers who work with implements, people who work in marketing as well as in manufacturing, both in retail and in general, in terms of packaging or the rest of it. So we are quite exposed during the time that we had and so trying to find your way around the industry beyond college is not difficult. It's just about finding a passion for what you want to do in life. So, in terms of mentorship, some of the challenges, of course, that we do face, of course, are the very basic challenges that I think we have discussed over the years as youth in agriculture, in nourishing, the issue of access to land, whether it's buying or leasing, the issue of, adequate water sources, so we can find or hear that easy and fun, but it's also sometimes a challenge to have access to water because obviously it's not easy to just get a draw and get a borehole done, it's kind of expensive, right? Which obviously also leads to the issue of access to funding and finance, which is often based on the lease or on the entitlement of the farm area, right? So those are some of the challenges that we obviously are continuing to face when it comes to the process of exposing our youth and some of our graduates to the agricultural industry. Most of the meeting. And then another problem that we do sort of run into is the issue of social issues in communities. We have so many challenges with projects that fail simply because members who are involved become discouraged based on issues that have nothing to do with the business, but issues that have to do with the community in general. So those are some of the issues that I think are quite a challenge within the mentorship space in agriculture. Another thing is obviously having a database that is available to be able to link farmers who are willing to help with students who actually need the help. The problem is there's only one of me, but I have to sit through, in essence, more than 20 emails per day. That's included with Twitter DMs, Instagram DMs from people who are looking for a space. Thank you very much. So the challenge I was talking about, sorry, before I was interrupted, was the challenge of being able to make graduates and mentor or people who are looking for mentorship with mentors, because there is a scope for a lot of farmers that have been available for you to be able to come through and to practical experience, but sometimes finding the links between the graduates or just the graduates who need the assistance and the farmers is quite difficult. As I was saying before, there's only one of the, in essence, I get over 100 requests in general of people who need assistance. And it is obviously very difficult to help each and every individual because they all have different passions in the industry. So some people want to learn more about cakes, figurines, poultry, vegetable, agronomy, sugarcane forestry. And obviously we don't do all enterprises that are available in the industry. We can do a select few, and in between those select few, there are only a few students that we can take at a time. Because mentorship in this case is an ongoing process. It doesn't just start at a particular point and end at a particular point, like in typical projects. But because the industry is dynamic and it's always changing, we find that mentorship is more of guidance that we stick with for almost a lifetime, really. So even those who have come through and have been under my wing for a year will still always make reference to particular challenges that they have in the industry with me, which sometimes leads me to then go out and actually help assess the issues and problems in order for me to assist. So there is, I think, there is a justice for, of course, for mentorship that is needed in not only our province, but in our country in general when it comes to youth in agriculture. One of the mentorship type duties that I was involved in today this morning was training of employees who work in the agricultural space in Richmond. So even there is also, and this was through the Agricultural Development Agency. They sort of provide trainings for various sectors, various enterprises in agriculture throughout the province, and then they get service providers to then provide the training facilities, which is also quite an important aspect of mentorship in agriculture, because a lot of some people that we look at as emerging and subsistence farmers actually have the capacity to become commercial, because being commercial does not necessarily mean that you must be huge. It just means that you must be able to work in a system that is going to give you the returns that you're looking for. So with that being said, I will obviously try to share my contact details and try my best to play my part in being able to make a lot of the youth in South Africa as best as I possibly can from a lot of the farmers that I know can assist with leadership and training. Thank you very much.
Thank you again. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. I never knew my voice was that frightening until now. Thank you. And today we are just going to thank once again the lady which has organized all of this. That was our last speaker, which is Ms. who shares the province, Kzn, and we thank her so much for bringing us together. We got to meet a lot of people and network while she's coming up to the podium to give a vote of thanks. We all just put our hands together as she walks up. Thank you.
Greetings, everyone. Igama lami ngu-Angelo Wamtoyi. I'm a youth leader at Kzn. Okay, before we begin, please give yourself a big round of applause for being an amazing audience. Okay, guys, I would like to thank each and every one of you for participating on this program, even on these trying days of COVID. I would like to first thank our MEC, the Department of Agriculture, the French Embassy for funding the roadshow, Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, Dr. Kzn, ADA, Sidara for giving us the venue, eThekwini Fresh Produce, Umeda, Agribusiness eThekwini, Keki Watch Africa, Lerado Majoro, Angela Ngobo, Lungwa Lungwane from Rabbit Farming, Mr. Showane, who was our soil analyst, the Mushroom Center, Soil Analysis Center, also here at Sidara, and then to my full force team, the provincial leaders of Afasa, which is Iya, our youth chairperson, Lufuno, Olisi, Patrico, George. Thank you so much.
Okay, we are now going to, I've already thanked everyone, right? And I'm still thanking you yet again, because you cannot say enough of thank you. Thank you. We are now going to go out in groups for practicals, where we are going to see a lot of things out there of farming. So thank you. We'll just assemble outside and create those groups just outside the door. That's Thank you. Let's meet up there.